Do you know where seeds are found in carrots?
Wow, that's a good question, because if you think about it, you got the carrot,
Right.
and you got the leafy green leaves. Are they in the leaves? The secrets of carrot seed oil. It's Hunt for Wellness, episode number 191.
In the Hunt for Wellness podcast, we talk about mind, body, and spirit because that's what people are made of. They're made of a body, a mind, and a spirit. And we want each of those to be fully functioning, fully nurtured, to live a healthy, full, living your best life.
Hello, welcome to Hunt for Wellness. I'm John Hunt.
And I'm Christy Hunt.
And this is the show where we help you live your best life, mind, body, and spirit. And this episode of Hunt for Wellness is brought to you by waterdistillers.com. Great machines providing great water for your great wellness. Check it out at waterdistillers.com. All right. Mm-hmm. You got me thinking about carrots. Remember this weekend we went out to the prairie and we found wild carrots.
Yes, we did.
And what color were they?
They're like cream color.
Yeah, they're not orange.
No, that's like the carrots in the natural state.
Yeah.
So, do you know where seeds are found in carrots?
Wow, that's a good question, because if you think about it, you got the carrot.
Right.
And you got the leafy green leaves. Are they in the leaves? Or in the carrot?
Right. They're actually not in the carrot.
Oh.
They're in the leaves. Well, what happens is carrots are biennial and you grow them. You don't get the seeds till the second year.
Oh.
So the first year you do not pull them up when you want to get seeds.
Okay.
You don't pull them up and harvest them. You leave them in the ground, and then year 2, after they've grown again, and then this flower comes up known as Queen Anne's lace. Mm-hmm. Then after that, it dries up, and then you get the seeds from that.
Oh.
So it takes 2 years to get the seeds for
I did
carrots.
not know that. Now, who would have thought about that? You hear a lot of things. Yeah, you hear a lot of things in the news about, seed oils, this and that and the other thing, and this is bad for you, and so is this, and so is this. But
not
a carrot seed, is that bad for you?
No, that is not. That is good for you.
That's why we have the secrets, right?
That's right. I've got some really, really good secrets I want to share with you.
But how, by the way, though, where do you get carrot seed oil? Is it actually an oil that's...
Yeah. It's one of Young Living's oils.
It's an essential oil.
Yes.
You didn't mention that before.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's an essential oil.
So we are talking about carrot seed essential oil.
Yes. And we have on the website, you can find carrot seed oil and Vitality carrot seed oil. And the Vitality means you can take it internally.
Right.
And just so you know, it's the exact same quality oil. It's the exact same oil in 2 different bottles. Just one to know, in the white label, Vitality label, to know that this is the one you can take internally, because not every oil can be taken internally.
And if you're confused, you can go over to huntforwellness.com, episode 191, and we'll have that in the show notes. We'll have it.
Yes.
We'll have carrot seed oil and carrot seed Vitality oil, or Vitality carrot seed oil, or carrot seed oil.
Okay.
You know.
Anyways.
What I mean. Okay.
Anyways, so if you want to smell this oil, when I was smelling it, it smells similar to dill.
Yes, you mentioned that after I
Yes.
smelled it, and I go, yeah, I can't put my finger on what it is, but it smells like something else.
Yes,
it does smell like dill.
It's reminiscent of dill. It's not like exactly dill, but that plant, that what's that called? Queen Anne's lace.
Yes.
Looks like dill.
Oh.
The plant part?
Yeah, the top. That's
top?
above, because carrots are down below the earth, right? And the plant is up on top.
Right.
Weird.
And so the smell is reminiscent of dill. It's slightly sweet, earthy aroma. And the taste is kind of earthy, It's like a bittersweet carrot-like flavor. And it's really good to add to savory dishes.
Interesting. Now, again, this is a root vegetable, right? Because the vegetable grows below the ground.
Yes, but the seeds are above.
The seeds are above. Wow.
So, what is the secrets?
Yeah, what can you use carrot seed oil for? It's not one you hear talked about a lot.
Okay, do you care about your vision?
Of course I do.
Your skin?
Mm-hmm.
This one doesn't apply to you, but female health?
No.
Well, I'm sure you are concerned about the females their health. And do you care about your liver?
Of course I do. I care about everything.
I know. Most people are like, what, my liver?
Yeah.
They don't really care about it till it starts being a problem. And then it's like, oh no, my liver.
Right.
But so these are things that the carrot seed oil helps.
Awesome.
Helps keep them healthy. And of course we want to stay healthy. It's a lot easier to stay healthy than to get sick and then try to get healthy again.
I wonder if anybody out there in the audience, you'd have to contact us to let me know your answer. But every time I eat regular carrots, I start getting the hiccups.
I know you do.
And I wonder if anyone else, I've met a few people like that. So
if
comment
you get
if you
hiccups, tell John.
Yeah.
He wants to know.
I do, yeah. Anyway, but this is not eating carrots. This is carrot seed oil from the seeds, not even from the carrot.
And carrots are very good for you. And what have you heard about carrots in the past?
Eat a bunch of carrots and your eyesight will be perfect.
Yeah.
So maybe that's part of the deal, huh?
Carrots are good for the eyes. But what's interesting is the liver and the eyes are connected.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
Everything's connected.
I know everything's connected, but there is a decent connection there. So the liver, what does the liver do?
It's kind of the cleanser, isn't it? Like the filter that filters out the bad stuff.
Yes, it does that.
You think about people who drink and get blurry eyesight after they drink. I wonder if because they're overloading their liver.
Yes.
Maybe that's it, because the liver helps you detox, isn't it?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So you're talking about people drinking alcohol.
Yeah, and they get blurry vision, and I can't hardly see. And there you go. You're overwhelming your liver.
Right. So the liver does filter toxins from the blood. It does manage blood clotting.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of its functions. It produces bile for digestion, so it helps digestion. It stores sugar for energy. Helps maintain metabolism, makes proteins for the blood.
But how do you know if your liver is not working right?
Well, that's a good question. And
that's why I asked it.
I know. And sometimes you can tell from the eyes if the liver is not working right. And I was, in fact, reading an article, a research paper that the eyesight and the liver, if they would diagnose eye issues earlier to connect to the liver, they could catch liver issues earlier.
Yeah.
And they could be healthier. But think about people that are jaundice.
Mm-hmm.
That's yellow eyes. That's related to the liver. That's the liver is jaundice.
Wow.
Yeah. So... And there's more. There's like a lot of eye issues are related to the liver. So by keeping your liver healthy, you're going to keep your eyes healthy.
Yep. So would you use carrot seed oil? Would you just rub it on your liver? How do you take it?
What a good question.
I know I'm asking a lot of good questions, and I haven't even read your script.
I know. This is great.
But I'm sure other people have the same questions.
Yes, I'm sure they do. So there's different ways to use the carrot seed oil.
Mm-hmm.
You can take it internally. You can put it in a capsule and swallow it. You can put it in your food, like we were talking about.
Yep.
And what you want to do when you're cooking with an essential oil, you want to add it at the end of the cooking. You don't really want to cook it.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's more of a flavoring than
yes. So you're going to add, just like you would add your herbs at the end of your meal, like you put the parsley on top or the cilantro on top, chopped up. You're going to add your carrot seed oil, like just a drop. And then, stir it in and add a taste. It's really good with like Oriental dishes.
I was going to say it. I was thinking about stir fry.
Or Mediterranean dishes. Yeah. So you are going out of order of my script. So
well, that's okay. I'm sure we're tracking here.
Hopefully I'm going to get to the thing.
Yes, get to what you really want to get to here. Sorry about that.
Yeah. And like dry eyes can be associated with liver problems.
Mm-hmm.
So if you've got dry eyes, take better care of your liver.
Yeah.
And support your health with carrot seed oil. So you can take that internally. You can also apply the carrot seed to the skin. Mm-hmm. And like I said, take it in a veggie cap. So that's kind of the ways that you can take it. Oh, you can also diffuse it. I'm sorry, you can diffuse it. We were diffusing it today.
Yeah.
And it's kind of light. It's got a light smell. You could diffuse it next to your bed at night and get a big dose of it. Just doing it that way.
You silly wabbit.
Yes. And it's really also good for the skin. So it's good for the liver. It's good for the eyes. It's good for skin.
Wow.
So for the skin, you apply it to your face. You can put your moisturizer on, put your carrot seed oil like on your face. You don't have to dilute it, but if you're putting your moisturizer on, it's going to be diluted a little bit. And all that does is just help your body absorb it. It's like moisturizing to the skin, helps the skin be vibrant. And if you've got little scrapes or abrasions, it can help with that too.
Nice.
So
it's a skin supporter.
Yes. And it's actually good for your hair. So I don't know if you've seen somebody that's been pretty sick, their hair doesn't look good. Mm-mm. So being healthy includes healthy hair. And so you can add it to your shampoo or conditioner. You can just even put it on your fingers and then rub it on your scalp and into your hair.
Wow.
Yeah. And some oils that it blends with, like especially for diffusing, is fennel, frankincense, geranium, and other spice oils. And we were smelling the dill oil and comparing that. It smells really good. Those would be really good together too.
Wow. Yeah.
So what other questions do you have?
Well, let's see. You talked about, again, you've talked about all the different ways that you can take it.
Yes.
Like what would be the first thing if someone came up to you and said, I have this going on in my life? What would be the...
well, I would just say we want to support your health for wellness.
Yeah.
You want to just keep yourself well. This isn't for somebody who is like deathly ill.
Right.
But
I mean, is this something like you take every day? I mean, is it part of a regular routine, or is it like, you know what, my skin is not feeling the greatest, I'd like to support that?
Yeah, you could definitely use it every day. It's also a good idea to rotate your oils. Okay. So like for 3 days, use carrot seed oil on your skin. For the next 3 days, use lavender.
Okay.
And next 3 days, use frankincense. Switch back to carrot seed oil. So it's really good to rotate the oils. Your body doesn't get overly used to something, and they have the maximum effect.
Awesome. Are there
just like eating food?
Yeah.
You do not want to eat the same foods all the time. Your body needs different nutrition.
Right.
To have the full health. And again, when we eat nutrition, eat organic.
Yeah. All right. Well, since I haven't seen your script, are there any other questions I haven't asked?
Well, it's also good for female health.
Okay. Well, I wouldn't have asked that question, so it's good that you brought that up.
So it does support the female system by keeping the female chemical messengers that regulate the female system in balance.
Okay, good.
So that is another good way to use that, is to support that female system. And there's an emotional aspect to every single oil. So it is calming, grounding, soothing to feelings of anxiety, stress, or fatigue. So it's kind of a nourishing and upbuilding, even for your emotions. And according to Carolyn Main, Releasing Emotional Patterns by her, she's a chiropractor. Carrot seed oil helps release emotions that have been swallowed up. I would say another word for that is stuffing emotions, but like swallowing emotions. And so to help release swallowed emotions would be apply carrot seed oil. And I will leave a link on a diagram on the website.
Okay, so that means you go to huntforwellness.com.
Yes.
Go to episode 191.
Yes.
And you'll have a
diagram of where to apply the carrot seed oil to release the emotion of emotions swallowed up. The opposite is self-determined. So part of it is you smell the oil, carrot seed oil, you smell it, you apply it to these parts of the body that I'll show you on the diagram. And the opposite is self-determined. I'm self-determining. And the lesson or the way out of this swallowing up emotions is I choose my own path. And so it's good to even do this several times to just help your body let go of swallowed emotions and walk in more freedom, emotional freedom.
Wow.
So very cool.
Mm-hmm.
So now is the perfect time to order your carrot seed oil and begin using it to support your liver, eyes, your skin, your female health, and releasing emotions swallowed up.
Awesome. Well, this episode of Hunt for Wellness is brought to you by waterdistillers.com. Great machines providing great water for your great wellness. Check it out at waterdistillers.com. Well, you brought up Carolyn, Maine, whatever it is. And, that is the emotional part is such a big piece of essential oils and how you deal with it. And we did an episode. We've done actually a lot of episodes on the emotions and the emotional release technique, but the one I want to tell you most about is episode number 93. It's the emotional release technique, and you can check it out right up here. I have the video, or you can go to our website, huntforwellness.com, episode number 93, and check that video or download the audio wherever you get your podcasts. And I think you're going to really enjoy that one. And check back in next time for our next episode of Hunt for Wellness.